Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Clockwork Empires. On our last one, we were adding another oven to our kitchen, and the game crashed. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to see the load game, and let's see how far that works and does, and let's see if it loads up for us. See where we saved. We should have saved just after the first episode, so all we should have lost is like the last 7 minutes. I don't know if I'm double click that or if I click load. I've done both, so let's see if I broke the game or remember, again, we're on 30B. This is a incremental build, so we are no longer on the quote stable build, but you know, on the temporary experimentals, just so we can get stuff a little quicker. Oh, there we go. Let's see how it opens up. Some of our shadows aren't very open up yet, are they? It's alright. Oh, let's change our buildings so that we can see in them a little bit better. And what did we have? What did we do in that last 7 minutes? Let's tell it to forage our bones. We'll dismiss the stuff there. Well, it's a shame that our fog of war is not more open than it was, because we definitely had more things open. That's okay though. You know what? I'm gonna take a look at the queues here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be overly optimistic. And I'm going to redo these kitchen queues. One, because they were a little unbalanced. Yeah, okay, we can cook some dodos. And then we'll cook some steaks. And then I'll put a few fishmen on. And a few fungus. And then some tins. And a few cabbage. And a few of the pumpkin. But we'll see how that does to refresh our queues, just in case, to be honest. This one looks like it's working okay though, making the planks. These guys are coming back out to the beach, probably to oversee the foraging again. And to talk cultist activities. You think I don't see you? She watched in horror as a cannibal ate human meat. Yeah, so we did that in the first episode. We didn't kill them to eat them. They died on their own. What are we supposed to do? If you die in front of us, we're just supposed to ignore the fact that we're hungry and that your thigh can be cut up into delicious, yummy, soylent steaks? Yes. Yes, you are supposed to ignore that. Come on, man. The Donner family. They were just hungry. Alright, I don't think I need the coal. Look, frankly, they ate them before I even knew they were going to eat them. I'll take the blame on that. But, you know, because it's my colony. But, hey, man, they were chomping steaks before I even realized what they were doing. That's alright. That's alright. It's all protein in the end. Let's see. We need the stone for this oven. That was supposed to be our primitive one. I thought would go up first. But we don't have the stone supplies for that yet. What's the next building we want to do? Should we do our ceramic? I think so. I think we'll do the ceramic and then go from there. I'm gonna keep an eye on these farms. They were farming them when I left, just before it crashed. So they should. But if I got too many work crews working up here, doing other things like cutting down the trees, I'm a little concerned that we won't have the work crews for the pumpkins and the cabbages. So we'll have to check that, make sure we're okay there. But yeah, so save game. That seems to be working okay for us, right? The reloading it. It wasn't before this build that when it crashed. We just had to call it a day and make a new video with a whole new town again. So at least we could pick up, where we left off, more or less. So that's kind of nice. You gotta love that. All right, so ceramics. Where was I gonna put that? I think I had over here. And let's just let's keep it over here. I think that was a good place for it. So we'll do the door, do the rolling door, do a desk. I'll put the desk here. Let's put the kiln. Uh-oh. Fish guy. I don't want to stop my build. I mean, he was right here. You could see part of the action. He came up and started beating on him. We didn't lose anybody. Hey, anybody want fish steaks? Fish steaks sound good. She's clapping for that. Alright, so yeah, look. We seem to be taking our pumpkins. Well, she took it somewhere. Maybe they're just shoving them in their face hole. Well, you're hungry, you're hungry. Who am I to judge? Although she just ate a pumpkin, man. I say she, it's this dude. And now he's got to go sleep it off. Well, yeah. You just had half a cow and a whole pumpkin. No wonder you're sleepy. Alright. So we're carrying our planks over for this. Our farms will definitely be intended. At least one crew is with the pumpkins. Oh, fish guy again. Where's my military? Here he comes. Did you see him shoot through the wall? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Let's see, what else we got going on here? Anything? She's still overseeing the foraging. Not sure what foraging they think there's going to happen over there, but that's fine. Let's forage up those mushrooms. Again, I don't want to get the crews too overloaded. So we're cooking steaks, we're making planks, tending the crops. Got 2 teams for that. Awesome. I just got more volunteers also. Let's take 3 of anything. Oh, awesome! It looks like we got a soldier. And I think I'm gonna move this one up for a moment. And I'm going to move him down to the farming level. That way both teams are well balanced and shouldn't be too overloaded. Because I really want my farms to do well. Obviously, starvation is, in all of these games, is always your first and most critical problem. It's making sure you people don't starve to death. And so we want to make sure that those are going to be up and running and producing before we really do too much other building and expanding and things of that nature. Plus we got this house over here. I say house, it's not a house, it's our ceramics workshop. And cult activity, that's fine. Hey, I don't see a lot of TVs. What else do you want to sit around and talk about? When they say talking about cult activities, they're talking about X-Files. Yeah, so did you see last night's X-File? Yeah, I did, man. It was really awesome. That's what the cult activity is. Yes, I know. X-Files has not been on the air for a long time. All right, building complete. We'll get that'll get finished up. Well, what other show do you think they'd be talking about? If not X-Files, then let's see. For cult activity. All right, so it can't just be sci-fi. So it's not like it's going to be Fringe or Continuum or something like that. Cultus activities. We don't really have a lot of cultish shows at the moment, do we? Gotham is getting ready to come out. Are we just throwing our fish people on top of each other here? Is that what's going on? Bring out your dead fish people. So Gotham is coming. Do I want the food or do I want the building supplies? I'm really torn. I think we should probably do another food, to be honest, before we do the building supplies. So anyway, Gotham is getting ready to come out. As of the time of this recording, we're pretty soon on that. And with that, yes, it's before the Batman, but it looked like it could get into something of that feel, that nature-ish. The unexplained, the unusual. Gotham is rife with bizarre happenings. So what is she back here dancing and crying about? Brutish, drunkard, scholarly. Heard about strange stuff and enjoyed the journey. Okay. Nothing else really comes to mind show-wise. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge TV guy. There are some things I tend to catch, like I have been watching Outlander. Yes, I know it's really an excuse for a romance show, but I'm sorry, they caught me with the time traveling. My wife is digging the kilts and the romance, and I'm digging the whole, fish out of water, Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court time travel-ish-esque avenues. It's actually done pretty well, though. I like the stage, the sets, and the costumes. It's all got a very authentic feel to it, which is nice. High enough budget for that. And then I think that's on Stars. Stars. I want to say it's on Stars. Alright, so we got that building done-ish. Still need to get the kiln going. Let's check our queue. So, stone bricks, glass, and regular bricks. Well, we want the stone bricks, but I think, I don't think we have the stone for it. Is this, what's this going to be? Hang on. Give me information about it. I don't know if that's the iron or just stone. I think that's just stone. We'll find out, because this is like the copper. It's not giving me mouse overs anymore. I don't know if that's I don't know why that is. I think that's the copper. And here's the clay. This is coal. We already talked about that. How's the farms coming? I'm not seeing a lot of food on the ground anymore here either. I'm wondering if I shouldn't think about putting another farm down. Again, You know, my concern is overloading them. Let's clear the train. Clear the train. I think I could squeeze a farm in here. If they come do this. Kind of letting them do their thing, waiting for them to catch up on me a little bit. Let's check our, I see somebody left their gun right there. Let's take a look at our food queues. We're working somewhat through them, not a lot, but, alright, let's get this farm built here. Let's see. Trying to line it up. That'll be perfect. What do you think? What should we grow? I don't think we're ready for wheat again. Maybe another cabbage? Or are we better off with the pumpkin? I'm going to try cabbage again on this one. I think cabbage grows a little quicker than the pumpkins do. So we'll definitely try that. Oh, I didn't mean to rotate my camera. Let's give me the any that you got again. Sorry. Wasn't sure that was the camera angle I was at, so I had to rotate around a whole nother second time. Oh, let's see here. Let's put them both on the oh, no, they're not doing farming. Hang on. Okay, that's the stone brick crew. Here's the crops. I'm not sure I want this guy here. That's a lot of people for that. But I don't really have the ovens up and running, you know, where I can do that sort of thing. We've got the stone bricks, so they should be able to build this farm, or you know, this oven now. They'll just have to haul them over and get that made. Let's see what our planks look like here. All right, let's queue up another set. I'll call it at 11. All right, I tell you what, this is 18 minutes plus the 7 minutes when it crashed the first time. Let's call this these two short ones together an episode. Let's put a break in. Let's before we put our break, let's roll. Let's cross our fingers and try the save. I've had crash on me. Here we go. Is it saving? The pausing is normal. You know, the little guy's walking in place. So if it returns, we're good. And we'll pause and put a break in here. Think. Come on. Hopefully this works. This has got to be our main town, this picture. With the Zeppelins and stuff. Uh-oh.